matter what the circumstance, for one thing I'm renowned. My character is spit, spot, spick, and span. I'm practically perfect in every way. Practically perfect, so people say. Each virtue virtually knows no bound. Each trait is great and patently sound. I'm practically perfect from head to toe. If I had a fault, it would never dare to show. I'm so practically perfect in every way. Both prim and proper and never too stern. Well educated yet willing to learn. I'm clean and honest, my manner refined, and I wear shoes of the sensible kind. I suffer no nonsense and whistle I remain. There's nothing else I feel I need explain. I'm practically perfect in every way. Practically perfect, that's my forte. Uncanny nannies are hard to find. Unique yet meek, unspeakably kind. I'm practically perfect, not slightly spoiled. Running like an engine that's just been freshly oiled. I'm so practically perfect in every way. I'm practically perfect, and here's my aim. By the time you leave here, you both will be the same. I'm so practically perfect. Practically perfect. You will be practically perfect in every perfect.
Right. But the interesting thing is good singing is good singing. And so on the first one, if you have a brighter, more focused voice that you do tap into in the Music Man, like halfway through when you do, and there was music and there was singing, and then all of a sudden that shimmering Mary Poppins came back. I'm wondering if we can take that approach to all of your singing. So even though we know we can have different color palettes, like some songs are more dramatic, they could be a little bit darker, and we can change our vowels a little bit. But for you, brighter singing is the key to easy singing. You don't run out of breath as much. When you got to the end, there was music. You had so much air left over at the end of phrases compared to the beginning where you took a more darker approach. So let's, my name is Mrs. Plotsky, by the way, I'm from Rochester High School. And let's try that at the beginning on, there would bells, I wanted some Mary Poppins on the hill, right? Still that same beautiful singer, because I just love that voice so much. I would want it all the time. I would want it on Italian arias. I would want it on musical theater. I'd want it on folk songs. I'd want it on George Gershwin. All those, I really would, because that's such a beautiful, focused voice. So you're going to brighten up instead of there were bells and let it be darker. It's actually not good for our soprano voice. We want to let it shine. So let's try that from the beginning. I'll just.
There were bells on the hills.
So there, you go on the hills.
On the hills.
You go on the hills.
On the hills.
So I hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hear 5 pitches instead of 3. On the hills, on the hills. It's several extra pitches. You hear that? And you go on the hills.
On the hills.
Hills.
Yeah,
Say
I know.
hills.
I wasn't doing it like 2 days ago,
Yeah,
and then it
and-
just like came in.
Oh, is it new?
Yeah.
It's like a new
Yeah.
thing. Okay. But I think the brightness of your voice will help if you take out that image of making it a darker, more sultry sound. Be still that beautiful Mary Poppins bright voice, and it usually would take out all those little extra things we're trying to add in to make it warm and gooey, abandoned, warm and gooey. The song is written so well that even a bright soprano voice. Can you start at the Bernadas? Measure 4. Beginning.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Measure 4. There were bells on the hill. Right? So I'm still very bright. It's so well written that it still sounds warm and awesome. So go for that bright girl again. And it might take care of that little slide. Let's try that again. Same slot. Bernadas.
There were bells on the hill, but I never
Okay, so stop there. What vowel is, say heard.
heard.
Okay, what vowel should you do when you're up there on that word heard? What do you think?
Or a
Well, say the word in slow motion.
heard.
Okay, take out the R and be British. Say heard.
Heard.
And I never heard them singing. So right now I'm hearing a hybrid of kind of a heard them sing or something like that. Never heard them singing. It's gonna have a little bit more of a when you get up there, and it'll be again, it's the brighter option. So I guess that's my whole mantra. You can use that practically perfect Mary Poppins voice in so much that you sing, and it'll take care of some of those problems. But I wrote that the word heard to brighten up that vowel on speaker. So let me talk about a couple other things. You do so many things well in this Mary Poppins. So tell me what this gesture means to you. What does that mean to you? When, like when you're doing this and you do that while you're singing. If you had to guess how many times you did it, how many do you think you did? Thank you.
A lot.
I want you to use that gesture for really specific moments.
Okay.
And use this coming to you right in the safe zone a little bit less. Because when you open up like this, you invite me to come into Mary's world, you can do things that are a little bit more, I've got everything under control. Those hand motions of, if I had magic powers, I could move stuff across the room. Like that type of, those type of hand motions. So you're only allowed to use this 3 times in the whole song. Which would be so hard because right now it's coming in quite a bit. Because you say so many things. I'm practically, in every way. You could say it so many times like this. But we got to come up with a different idea. And to not always be in our safe zone, to be able to put them down. So when you did, I was like, oh, she's inviting me motion that might be, even from a standing position, just having a little bit of that floating. So you're gonna be kind of Harry Potter, you can move things around the room just by your tips of your fingers. Let's start that again and see what you do with your gestures. I loved where your voice was, the tone-wise on this song. It was so beautiful. So I just want to work on the character.
Okay. By the time the wind has blown, the weather vane around, I'll show you if I can. No matter what the circumstance, for one thing I'm renowned. My character is spit, spot, spick, and span. I'm practically perfect in every way. Practically perfect, that's my forte.
So they're beautiful. Again, I love your voice on this. It's so nice. There are things that you say like wind blow. You say things that you can gesture a little bit, so that when you get to the, I am articulate and very precise. That the fingers coming up in here, and then being like that. It's really like I'm regimented too, because she was very disciplined. But that first part to be very blowy, breezy. You can be like, as if, have you watched the show before?
Yeah.
And when she slides up and down the staircase, it's like the seamless, like, right? So you can be very much that girl that'll float a bit there. Can you do that one more time? And I want to see wind blown with your hands. And I want you to gesture to you of what you're renowned for, renowned for, so you can So you can do that one more time. So show me with your hands that the wind came in from the east. She came in an umbrella, right?
By the time the wind has blown, the weather vane around, I'll show you if I can. No matter what the circumstance, for one thing I'm renowned. My character is spit, spot, spick, and span. I'm practically perfect.
Yeah, so you can use that little safe zone to your advantage of when it starts getting, all the stuff that you're about to say. I'm this and I'm that, to be very like concise and neat right here. Everything else can be very free and glowy. And then battalion so right on. Even my shoes, right? And my shoes are down here, so I can even refer to them if I like. So that I'm not always just here, but I can also relate down there. So I just asked you about have more meaning in the gestures that you do, because at the beginning it seems like she's still floating down. She still can't believe you're here. You came in off the wind, right? And then now you are here, and you're going to make everything just right. So then you become drill sergeant from that, and then show us where things are, and use your hand gestures in a different way. So I just said, plan your hand gestures so you don't always do this, and you don't always have them in sync. I love the way your voice floats, and it's so bright and very perfect for practically perfect. It really is. Add more of that same girl, and brighten up your vowels in the music band. It doesn't matter if it's from the 1920s to the 50s to the 60s to even current time, because Mary Poppins is just currently written. This song is currently written. That same girl, that same beautiful spin and brightness, because it's like the best part of your voice. It's so awesome. Good job.
Thank you.